Okay, you guys, welcome to Janie's Crazy Life. I just did 2.14 miles in the yard. I did it with the pack that I'm planning on using when I go on a 2-day, 1 overnight hike with an outfitter group, adventure club I've been going to. This is the pack I took and wore around the yard. It is I don't know, I think it's like a 47-liter bag. Basically, this is the one side. On the bit around my waist, I had with me a GoPro. I had a camera case that got a GoPro and I do not use it. I had a water bottle attached here. You can put a hydration bladder in this, but I'm not sure if I'm going to do that because I don't really want it to leak all over the place. It has cushioning right here, which was comfortable once I got moving. I had a water bottle in both sides. Now I've packed this bag like I'm gonna go on my 2-day, 1-night thing. I do not have food in here, and I do not have the cooking pot. But what I do have in here is, of course, fanny pad. And then in here I have, so I guess this is what's in my pack. I had a jacket. I don't really need a jacket, but I had it in there. This is my tent. Okay. Down in my pack. This is my sleeping pad. It's in one of those nylon backpack, drawstring backpacks. So I'm probably going to cut this string shorter. Also in here is my first aid. I'm probably hyper concerned about that. So here's everything from anti-itch to blister tape to mole skin to mole pad, puffy pad to a lighter to liquid Band-Aid in case I get cut and I want to just put liquid Band-Aid on it, get snagged by a branch or something. Has a Neosporin ointment in it, triple type, not Snero, but that type of stuff in it. So it's had a little bit of everything in it, couple Band-Aids. Also down in here is tent stakes. This is sleeping pad number 2. Yes, sleeping pad number 2 concept. This is mine. I'm not going to open it because I got it squished down there. This is memory foam. So in here is a piece of memory foam goes from my shoulder to my lower butt cheek, hip area. And then also in here is 2 camp pillows and a little square piece of memory foam cut, maybe 6x4 to go on top of the camp pillow. And then there in here also is a polyester sheet that I cut up that goes over the Thermarest mattress I have. And I put the 2 blow-up pillows in there with the foam to give height and keep it all together so it doesn't fall apart. But all that is squeezed down into the smallest dry sacks you get at Walmart. There's like 3 in a package for like $4.96. And the red one is the smallest one. I was able to squeeze all that in there. So, it's not that big. So I want to sleep as comfortable as possible. And I think, a couple pairs of socks. I threw them in there. So that's really it. Nothing else in my pack. So in my pack, oh, sorry about that. I will be carrying this is the Thermarest in here. So I'll be carrying a Thermarest, my added padding for my mattress, first aid kit, tent, butt pad, tent poles. Oh, up in the brain of the pack is my body bag in case it's needed, and part of a Sawyer stuff. I did buy Let's see it out here. I did buy a new Sawyer purifying filter last night because I don't want my gut to hurt. I mean, I plan on taking water and being safe, but I got an uncle who knows everything. At least he thinks he does. He's a very smart guy, teacher, and he does know a lot, but he still thinks he knows it all. I think he's nuts, but that's okay. That's why this is Janie's crazy life. You know, apples don't fall far from trees, they say. So I happen to be on his family tree. He's been in the back of my head saying, you're going to get sick if you don't put bleach, if you don't put iodine, if you don't do this, if you don't do that, you're going to make yourself sick. You're going to get a virus. You're going to get bacteria, blah, blah, blah. He's driving me crazy about it. So when I went to the outfitters meeting last night, they had the new filter. If you hold on 1 second, I'll go get it and show it to you. Hold on. Put you down. This is the new Sawyer filter. You fill it up with water. It has a sponge in it that's supposed to get all that other stuff that this did 99.90% of junk. Now this is supposed to do more. This is supposed to take out viruses and stuff too. So, you fill it up with water, you manipulate the sponge that's on the inside, and then you screw the Sawyer filter on top, and then you drink. Well, of course, I'm going to pre-filter water before it even goes in here, because that way, I don't know, I'm just nervous, not nervous, but I'm going to be hypersensitive about how I filter my water. But it's supposed to keep you from getting, I guess, that yucky wish you were going to die feeling if you get sick from happening. So, I haven't prepped it yet. It comes pre-prepped, but they say to fill it halfway with water, squeeze it around, and then fill it all the way up, and squeeze it, because you're supposed to manipulate this bottle with both hands, different directions, which I can't do that with one hand and a camera. And then you, after the first time, you dump it. Now, this lasts for 400 fill-ups. The first fill-up does not count against it. So, I don't know how you're supposed to keep track. I thought about putting a little dot on the side and, you know, with a marker when I get back from a trip, try to remember how many times I used it. But, so that's the new, supposed to keep you from getting sick, a purifier from Sawyer. So we'll see. I'm going to probably carry it in this sack here and hang it on the outside of the pack, because it does say not to store it and let it get squished. So I figure just hang it. This, I don't know if you can see, but see, that's what it looks like inside. But you fill it with water, and the sponge inside is supposed to collect even metals and stuff in the water. So we'll see. But I'm going to probably put this, what's in my pack for hiking around the yard video up first, and then I took little spots of when I was walking in the yard to get this 2 miles down. I got that on, I may attach that to the back of this. So, see y'all later. If you like what you see, remember, always like and subscribe to Janie's Crazy Life. Bye. Okay, y'all, welcome back to Janie's Crazy Life. Okay, I have my pack on, and I have it pretty much with everything I'm going to need for my 2-day overnight hike coming up in a couple weeks. And I'm going to practice going up and down the driveway and try to see if I got a pedometer on. I'm going to look and see if I can get a mile or so in, just walking up and down with the pack on to see how it feels. And hopefully the neighbors don't freak out again and call the cops. So let's hope that that does not happen. I have my ID in my pocket, so that if I get stopped at the end of the driveway at some point by a sheriff's officer, I can prove that I actually live here. So I'm about ready to walk up down. I'm also checking out new if I can do it. New shoes that I got. So I'm trying them out. I have liners on it with darn tough socks, so hopefully y'all see that. So here goes nothing. Let's see if the neighbors call the cops to me. And let's see how much time I can get in. I'm going to start now, so be back in a minute. Wildlife on this hike down the driveway. It is a 5.5, almost 6 foot, some sort of species of cat. That's my crazy son. But there's wildlife. I should be aware of it. Even though the pup in its arms is waggling its tail at me.
Calm down, you.
She does not realize that her father is crazy. Alright, just have to show you the encounter I encountered. Wildlife, and it's coming towards me. So I'm gonna walk away. Walk away! Okay, you guys, here's some more of that wildlife on this trail today. It's called the Own Home Property Trail. We got wildlife out here. And they're speaking at me. But then that's a warning call. See, they're coming at me. Wildlife. Already done a mile and 2/3. 1 and the thing says 1.32 miles. So I was trying to get at least 2 in today. I stopped at 1 mile and checked for blisters, so put some tape on. I don't think I have any hot spots, but I don't want blisters again. So here we go. We're going to keep doing it because I'm going to get at least 2 miles in with this backpack on. Wildlife. A naked neck chicken. It's called a turkin. See, we have this wildlife out here. A naked neck chicken, a turkin. Ah, she doesn't care what I'm doing. Here's some more wildlife of the hike in the yard today, or the property. The neighbor's horse. Oh, what a pretty baby. I'm gonna have to do a chicken count tonight. I think something got someone. Feathers everywhere. Yep, feathers everywhere. Something got one of our chickens. Yep, we had a chicken get gotten. That's what happens in the country. That's a wing. Damn. I hate when one of our chickens get got. I hate it. See, y'all thought this was a good way to try out new shoes and do the pack, because my driveway has rocks and shells and tiles broke up in it. And it's a good acre or more long, just the driveway. So I'm getting in the time. And I'm getting into breaking into the shoes. And I've been walking in the grassy stuff too. So, getting a good use of the try out of the shoes in the pack. So far, not too bad. We're at 1.82 a mile. I'm going to cut it at 2, I think. And then get up in the morning and put it back on and go again. Build up to that 5. Because the 2-day, 1-night hike I'm going on is roughly 5 miles in, 5 miles out. So just building up stamina. Alright, until next moment.